Good afternoon and welcome everybody to this Big Purple Phone demo. We're really excited to show you the Big Purple Phone. It's something that we've been working on for some time here at Big Purple Phone, and it's a design of a phone for loved ones that are over the age of 75 and struggling with the regular mobile phone design of today. So without further ado, here is the Big Purple Phone. You might have seen pictures on the internet, on Instagram and on Facebook of the Big Purple Phone, but this is what it looks like up front. So I'm going to arrange my microphone here. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. So the way the Big Purple Phone works is that it has big buttons and big text. We've designed it especially for those who struggle to see on their mobile phones. If you think about your mobile phone, you can think that it might have a screen unlock to get to the home screen. You've got a tiny little button down the corner to make a phone call. When you click on that, it can bring up a whole list of contacts, which could be alphabetical one day, or it could be recent calls the next day, and very disorientating for someone who really struggles with their mobile phone and using it. So the Big Purple Phone is designed for people that really struggle with the very basic usability of a phone, but still want the great features of a smartphone. So I'm going to show you how the Big Purple Phone works. That's it. Simple and straightforward. You can turn the Big Purple Phone off by just clicking on a button on the side. You can see, you might be able to see that says power and volume there. So just basically click the Big Purple Phone off and it's off and running. You've got this very simple and straightforward user interface that many people over the age of 75 struggle with, well, not just over the age of 75, but over the age of 75 with a level of age-related illness like dementia or like Alzheimer's. So the Big Purple Phone is really simple and straightforward. You turn it on, you press go, and you make a phone call. The other thing the Big Purple Phone has is this great feature where all the family and friends and contacts on the phone come up first. We know from the research that we've done that so many once you get to a certain age, you really just use your phone to talk and text and potentially video call the people that you know and that you're closest to. So the Big Purple Phone has this great feature where you basically, from the home screen, go straight through the faces of the people that you love. And with one click, which you would have heard nice and clearly, it makes a phone call. Very simple and straightforward. So for your senior loved one, it's a very easy thing to be able to make a phone call. And you might have seen there actually that the volume buttons are right. Oops, going to be calling somebody here. Are right here. So very simple and straightforward for your senior loved one to use. So that's a very simple start to the Big Purple Phone. I'm going to show you a few other features. Text messages are really easy and straightforward on the Big Purple Phone. If your senior loved one is still texting, that's great. They've got a couple of options on the Big Purple Phone. Again, it's text me. There's two options. You can either type a text message or you can speak it. Modern phones have great voice-to-text functionality, but the usability of it is often quite a challenge for seniors. There's a little tiny little microphone in the corner that you can barely see. This is nice and straightforward. You click on speak a message, and if you can see that, there's a countdown. Hi, Libby. How are you? You can see that. It just repeats. It repeats back what I've just said, and I click send. And that sends a text message for your senior. So they don't need to fuss around with a keypad if that's something they struggle with. So everything goes back to the home screen with the Big Purple Phone. So this is this Big Purple Phone home screen where everything is located. Taking a photo is simple and straightforward with the Big Purple Phone, as you can see. And things like zooming here. So you can see there, whether it's zoomed in as much as it's going to be. No, that isn't that attractive. Phones also today have a pinch kind of mechanism for zooming, but with the Big Purple Phone, we don't use that because many of our seniors struggle to use their fingers to do that. So it's got this sort of zoom feature there. So nice and easy to use. Great photo gallery. I can zoom through and see pictures of that have been shared with them. And there's this instructional panel at the bottom of the Big Purple Phone that has arrows and instructions. So really simple and straightforward for people to use. There's a few members of my family there. Okay, so that's it. I mean, there's things like weather, very simple and straightforward. back to the home screen. You've got your vaccination certificate there right in the home screen, very easy for them to use. And I'm going to try and get a bit of contrast on that for you so you can see a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better. There you go. There's COVID check-in, really simple torch. So things like the basic features of a phone are really easy to use. There's also this fantastic help feature which puts through a video call straight to our call centre. So if your mum or dad is stuck on their phone and they can't reach you, they can always give us a bell. So we're there to help. So that's the Big Purple phone. Really simple and straightforward to use. Now there's a second aspect to the Big Purple phone, which is how we make it easy, particularly for the video calls. I'm just going to unlock my phone. Now, the Big Purple phone works a little bit like you've got your parent. Let's say your parent uses this. Let's say they're your senior loved one. So mum or dad has this, but on your phone you have the settings for their phone. So this is what's really great about the Big Purple phone. A lot of people get confused and lost with their phones, and so struggle to do things like just add contacts or block people or whatever. So this is a really great feature of the Big Purple phone. So you can video for mum. So this up. This is what I want to show you. When you have a missed call on the Big Purple phone, I'll try not to tap it this time. Let's say quite often you'll have a senior who doesn't get to their phone in time. It happens most of the time where seniors can't actually get through or get to their call to answer it in time. And they don't know who's called because the notifications come up and then go away, or they're just a tiny little dot on the screen and it's just not enough information for them to simply be able to call back. And so quite often they just don't return a call and don't even know that you've called them. So with the Big Purple phone, you get these full screen takeovers with notifications, which is really such a good feature. So in this example, let's say I've called mum and now she's going to give me a call back. Mine's a lot less noisy. So I got the call coming through there. Mum's phone. So if I go through to say photos, I'm trying to get that in focus for you. Oops. So what you can do is you share photos. So a lot of our seniors are not on social media anymore, and a lot of us are sharing our lives on social media, and we're kind of missing out on a lot of the milestones that are happening in particularly grandchildren's lives. So this is a great feature and a way that you can have a sort of secure social network around your senior and their phone. So you can just basically add a photo. Let's say I'm going to add a photo of my garden. I'm going to send that to mum. I can add a little comment. My garden today. I'm only sending a text message. It's really nothing that complicated. So that's now being sent through to mum's phone. So what happens over here is mum receives a full screen takeover to send to her so she can find it easily, and when she taps anywhere it comes up and she'll see that that's now going to load in that little corner there. So, and if she clicks on that, she can see the message that's there from Libby, and she can share that on to people within her network, or she can just like it, which will show to me that she's seen it and she likes it. So yeah, very nice sort of social media, but without it being as confusing as social media. I'm going to show you something else about the Big Purple phone. So I'm going to tell you about how contacts work. So with the Big Purple phone, I put all the contacts for my mum's phone in her phone myself from here. This is such a great feature. It means that two things happen. One is that mum's phone is secure from spam and from people that aren't in this contact network. So mum can call anybody she wants to. It's, you know, she's able to make phone calls, but it stops people calling that have misintent. So scammers and people who might be looking to steal her identity or whatever. So with this, I can basically go in and I can add somebody. So you basically go and add a contact. Pretty straightforward. You can also import I think I just clicked on that. So you can actually import a contact list if you want to. But basically, I can add the people in there for mum's phone. And when I do that, I won't worry about doing it now. It comes up on mum's phone as a contact. So, oops, I just made a phone call accidentally. Yeah, so it comes up, all those contacts come up on mum's phone. If I don't have a picture, it just assigns an avatar. So it's used to having a little picture there for the person, but always good to add a photo if you can. I can see we've got a question up here with our questions, which is great. So can I look after two phones, one for mum and the other for my father-in-law? Yes, Laurie, you can. So the great thing about the Big Purple phone is if you do buy two Big Purple phones, you can manage. I've got 3 here that I'm managing, so 3 different people that I have on my network whose phones I'm managing and looking after for them. So yes, you can have more than one person available. So that's just a little look at the Big Purple phone. I hope that's helpful for you to see a little bit about how it works. And if you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer them on our Facebook page or on Instagram or on our website, bigpurplephone.com.au. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.